Attack on America. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. That's how the Washington, D.C. mayor describes the ambush-style shooting of 2 National Guard members who remain in critical condition, while much more is learned about the suspect, who was also hospitalized and is from Afghanistan.
U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro laid out the charges against Ramanullah Lackenwall.
The charges that are appropriate right now are 3 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed.
She says he drove from his home in Washington state to D.C. with a plan for the attack. CIA Director John Ratcliffe says Lackenwall worked with a CIA-backed military unit in Kandahar. Lackenwall came to the U.S. in 2021 after the American withdrawal from Afghanistan. In April, he was granted asylum by the Trump administration.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. The Trump administration is now reviewing asylum cases and re-examining green cards related to countries of concern. In addition, the processing of all immigration requests related to Afghan nationals is on hold indefinitely, pending further review. The administration plans to let the temporary protected status for hundreds of thousands of Haitians expire in February, concluding after an interagency review that Haiti no longer meets the statutory requirements for the TPS program. DHS advising more than 350,000 Haitians with TPS to use the CPB app to self-deport by February.
If so, they'll get a free plane ticket, a $1,000 exit bonus, and the chance of re-entering the U.S. at another time. Haiti first received TPS after the 2010 earthquake, and despite repeated extensions, conditions remain dire, with gangs controlling large areas and millions still in need of aid.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. Tight security and no problems reported for 2 Thanksgiving traditions: the Macy's Parade in New York City and the even older parade in Philadelphia, dating back 106 years. America is listening to Fox News.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on FoxNewsPodcasts.com. Fox News.
Russia's leader says he's ready for serious discussions as the U.S. keeps pushing for an end to the war in Ukraine.
With peace talks underway, the Trump administration hopes to end the Russia-Ukraine war by the end of the year. President Trump confirmed that his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, is set to travel to Moscow next week to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The high-stakes talks come after working groups gathered early this week in the UAE to hammer out details of an agreement.
And we won't know for a little while, but we're making progress.
On the Ukrainian side, cautious optimism was expressed by a number of officials who appear confident about the possibility of a deal that would include extensive security guarantees. Top officials say they hope a meeting will take place in Washington to hammer out the final details of the peace plan.
Fox's Trey Yingst. In the meantime, the fighting continues, with Russia's president ordering more large-scale drone and missile attacks. France has a new military service for teenagers.
French President Emmanuel Macron wants to make his armed forces stronger because he thinks Russia's war on Ukraine has put Europe at great risk. So he's asking 18 and 19-year-olds to sign up for 10 months of military service. Enlisting will be voluntary, but the French government hopes to get up to 50,000 volunteers a year by 2035. Volunteers will be paid. They'll get 1 month of training, then be assigned to a unit to perform the same duties as active military personnel.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. The new Army Chief of Staff for France has said the country needs to get prepared to lose its children. A U.S. and Russian crew docking at the International Space Station after a liftoff earlier today. NASA says it's the first space flight for astronaut Chris Williams, an American physicist expected to spend about 8 months on the orbiting outpost with 2 Russian crewmates. Wall Street has the day off for Thanksgiving, but will wrap up November with a short day of trading tomorrow. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday at FoxNews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at FoxNewsPodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, The best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.
Shiny smiles all around, where happiness is found. It's the little things that make it true. Shiny smiles start with
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, bread's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join under the palm trees, we dance through the days. The rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around.
smokes, did you eat everything for Thanksgiving? How much did you balutan? And what's the balance? How long do you wait before you balutan? And what's the acceptable amount of time? I mean, do you get through the line with like one plate that you're going to eat and one you're going to balutan? I mean, do you do it on your first try? On your first round through it? Do you wait till the second round? I'm a second round kind of person. I wait. I am a polite balutaner. And I'm pretty good. I'm not pro. I don't bring my own foil yet, but I can appreciate some solid balutan. I had a great Thanksgiving with the family and friends over there, and we were at Maturana with the Mercedarian sisters and the family, and boy, that was just great. Got to hang out with everybody over there. Got to see their dogs that we see every time we head over there, and got to see a bunch of fam, and have to say goodbye to a couple of them of our family members. Bong and Loida and the kids are taking off. They're heading back to Las Vegas. They're flying back this morning, and it was great catching up with them. I haven't seen them in a while. We had a great time in that limited amount of time that we had to spend with them. But, you know, you got to take advantage of it while you can. And it was great seeing you guys. And thanks for coming out and visiting the fam and everything. And, you know, hopefully it won't be so long before we see you again next time. All right. Well, anyway, it is 7:48 in the morning, and we are going to get you guys started with everything that's happening out here in the Marianas. We have a lot going on today, including later today. It won't be on with us live or anything, but we have a interview conversation with Dr. Underwood from Guam. That should be spicy for sure. Really looking forward to that later this morning, and you know, we'll get the video of that, and we'll provide you with some clips and so the questions and stuff like that. We're going to hear a lot about some of the stuff that he's been doing with the think tank, and we're going to push back on some of the things that they've said, like ask him some questions that I don't think they normally get out of Guam. I mean, it seems to be a very friendly place over there, with depending on who is interviewing who out there. So we should have some fun today. Hey, you know, yesterday was Thanksgiving, but it's still Thanksgiving in the mainland, and it's still Thanksgiving here at Great Harvest. You can still celebrate the season with the Thanksgiving packages, specials, sandwiches, goodies, and drinks. Whether you're hosting, gifting, or just craving something freshly baked, Great Harvest has you covered. You can still go to Great Harvest and taste the goodness of the holidays today. I mean, hey, it's still Thanksgiving somewhere, so you might as well go down there and get some nice Thanksgiving stuff over there at Great Harvest. Today is your day to go do that. They also have some great platters over there at Surf Club that you can check out all the way until December 6th, and they can cater your Thanksgiving party at Surf Club too. If you give them a call at 235-1122, that will feed you and all the people that are with you. Not too bad at all, right? Good idea. All right, well, we got some other stuff that we're going to get to, but we're going to get down to the roads and take a look at traffic, because I know that as people are getting their way back to work, a lot of people have today off, which is the best way, thanks to Gov Apatang saying that people can chill today. But there is still some pretty good amount of traffic over there. That's the intersection where CMM meets the CNG by Shell Dandan. And speaking of which, Mobil dropped the prices of fuel by another 10 cents, so that's pretty good. Shell Dandan, though, just a little bit of traffic over there. Where it starts to heat up is when you're trying to get past Jota Dandan and over there by the college and Mango 6. Definitely some congestion over there. The intersection down below us over there at the old AK is looking mighty fine. Can't beat that at all. And then everything south on Beach Road looks good as well. Just a little minor waiting over there by the post office in CK. Not too bad. Guangdong Hardware, I don't know. There's a lot of people coming down the hill from Esperito. What's going on over there? I don't know, but at least we're not there. Looking around the back road, just a little bit of congestion over there in San Vicente. But minor. East of Drive and going through Puerto Rico looking pretty good. Even over there by the old tennis courts / pickleball courts at American Memorial Park is not bad at all. Still a lot of traffic over there in front of Garapan Elementary School as folks making their way up and down Orchid Street. Orchid Street, that's the street that's tied to a coconut tree probably, right? I mean, anyway, making our way through. And a lot of cars over there by the museum. You know, that's a regular thing going on now. I don't know what's happening there in the morning. People trying to get around the light, maybe? I don't know. But that's for a really small little area. Has a whole lot of traffic. Well, that's what it looks like right now. But The good news is that if you aren't driving, you don't have to worry about that. But Brad, I need to drive. Oh, guess what? No, you don't. You can hop on the Blue Line with Transit CNMI, and they'll take you everywhere you need to go, whether it's in Tocqueville or the Paseo or anywhere in between. You can get there for $2. Even better deals if you're a soldier, sailor, a veteran. Well, I mean, Marine, too. I mean, Coasties, Airmen, Space Forcean. What do they call those guys? Space Cadets? I think that's a great word. Well, if you're a service member, if you're a veteran, if you are Monamco, if you're a student, or if you've got a disability, it's only $1. But take advantage. The service members and veterans and their immediate families, as long as they're with them, can ride for free for the next couple of days. That's right, for the whole month of November. Transit CNMI giving free rides on the Blue Line, and the Blue Line is the place to go if you want to get there fast and not slow. Okay, well, they get you there safely anyway. The good news is that they've got great, comfortable seats. It smells amazing. The air con is fantastic, and they've got free Wi-Fi on the bus for you. And they're moving up, they're moving south, they're moving everywhere on the Blue Line. You can see them on their website, which is transit.cnmi.gov. You can see exactly what they've got on the Blue Line, the fixed route, and you can see that the potential green line that's going to be coming up, and then they're going to be moving. Eventually, this is going to be everywhere, but right now, it's everywhere you need to go, at least at the beginning. They're going to keep getting better, and so far, they're doing great. I can't wait to see how they continue to improve with Transit CNMI. Transit CNMI taking care of us by getting on the bus. That's it. All right, guys. It is Good Morning today, and we're happy to be here with you. And, man, we are going to be rocking into the rest of the day as well. We've got sad news out of the States. It's something that came up. I was shocked yesterday when I saw it in the morning. I'm like, this can't be something that's really happening. That there was an attack on some of the National Guard folks who were in Washington, D.C., and it is a real thing. It's shocking. You got somebody who came from Afghanistan, who is one of those folks who was rescued out of Afghanistan, who went all Ahu Akbarian and ended up shooting two of these guys in the head. And before he was subdued, I guess he was stabbed by one guardsman. He was shot by another one. The guy is still alive, and I'll tell you what, I hope they feed him nothing but bacon for the next, while he's incarcerated. I am furious about this guy, and I have no qualms making that known, that this lunatic that went out there attacking people in uniform in the streets of Washington, D.C., I hope he meets a brutal fate. There's no alleged anything with this guy. I hope they just do terrible things to him. All right, well, there was a message from the president, and we're going to get that to you real quick.
On the eve of the Thanksgiving holiday, two members of the National Guard serving in Washington, D.C., were shot at point-blank range in a monstrous ambush-style attack just steps away from the White House. They had been deputized as part of the most successful public safety and national security mission in the history of our nation's capital, the D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force, which has achieved an unprecedented reduction in violent crime and crimes of all type. This heinous assault was an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. It was a crime against our entire nation. It was a crime against humanity. The hearts of all Americans tonight are with those two members of the West Virginia National Guard and their families. The love of our entire country is pouring out for them, and we are lifting them up in our prayers. As we are filled with anguish and grief for those who were shot, we're also filled with righteous anger and ferocious resolve. As President of the United States, I am determined to ensure that the animal who perpetrated this atrocity pays the steepest possible price. I can report tonight that based on the best available information, the Department of Homeland Security is confident that the suspect in custody is a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in September 2021 on those infamous flights that everybody was talking about. Nobody knew who was coming in. Nobody knew anything about it. His status was extended under legislation signed by President Biden, a disastrous president, the worst in the history of our country. This attack underscores the single greatest national security threat facing our nation. The last administration let in 20 million unknown and unvetted foreigners from all over the world, from places that you don't want to even know about. No country can tolerate such a risk to our very survival. An example is Minnesota, where hundreds of thousands of Somalians are ripping off our country and ripping apart that once great state. Billions of dollars are lost, and gangs of Somalians come from a country that doesn't even have a government, no laws, no water, no military, no nothing. As their representatives in our country preach to us about our Constitution and how our country is no good. We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country. If they can't love our country, we don't want them. America will never bend and never yield in the face of terror. And at the same time, we will not be deterred from the mission these service members were so nobly fulfilling. That is why tonight I can announce that I have directed the Department of War to mobilize an additional 500 troops to help protect our capital city. We will make America totally safe again, and we will bring the perpetrator of this barbaric attack to swift and certain justice if the bullets going in the opposite direction haven't already done that. During this time of the year, when we gather at home with loved ones, these two patriots were wearing the uniform of our country, patrolling the streets of our capital. They had taken a selfless oath to defend our nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that is exactly what they were doing when they were gunned down in a savage attack. I want to express my extraordinary gratitude to every member of the United States military who is deployed tonight at home and abroad. I also want to thank the Secret Service and the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department for their work today. This Thanksgiving, I ask every family to say a prayer for the two great heroes who were so horribly shot, and for their loved ones. Please say a prayer. May God bless them and comfort them, and may God bless and protect the United States of America. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, and that was from the president while he was in West Palm Beach, Florida. Excuse me. This thing was pretty awful, that it happened. And we're not going to spend all morning talking about that. I want to be on a little happier note, but there's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of fallout that comes from this. There's all kinds of stuff, all the open source intelligence things online. There's plenty of stuff available for it, and I've been following it pretty well for the past day and a half. And it's just, it's rough. Apparently this guy served along, U.S. soldiers and operatives, and that's why he was one of the guys who got out. But why this guy ended up going nuts in D.C. is beyond me. So anyway, we're going to continue to follow that story, and the fallout from this is going to be, pretty huge for sure. There are definitely going to be a lot of folks who are less than happy about it, what's going to end up happening. But we'll see what is going on. The good news is, though, there's other stuff that is happening that we can move on from pretty easy, where we don't have to worry about it. So I'm happy to move on. All right, so let's not have such a smooth transition. We'll talk about the NFL scores. It is awful, but, that's just one of those things. So we're going to go in. The Lions and the Packers ended up going head-to-head the first game of the day for Turkey Day in the mainland. 31-24 Packers over the Lions. The second game now, Chiefs and Cowboys all knotted up at 7. Chiefs went down, scored in the first 2 minutes. Cowboys got the ball back, went down, scored. And now the Cowboys have the ball back with about 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. The last game is going to be the Bengals and the Ravens at 11:20, so you're going to be able to watch it at a decent hour. I'm not going to be able to watch it. We have that meeting at 11 o'clock where we're going to be able to have that conversation with Dr. Underwood from Guam. And that should be pretty decent. Really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to putting that into some clips afterwards and sharing that stuff with you guys. So if you got some thoughts, maybe you have some questions that you want us to offer, we've got that for you too. Also, we've got some other things that came in. We ended up getting not just a letter, we got another op-ed regarding PSS. That we're going to be posting a little bit later today. But then we received another email. You guys are all about this, and this is great. We got an email about some other stuff regarding things that are happening at PSS. Who knows what and how it's happening and how people are getting away with things they shouldn't be doing, apparently. So we're going to follow that up and go into it. This person who emailed us is apparently... he's got all kinds of stuff to send us, so we're gonna engage with them and do that. That should be really interesting stuff for sure. So we're looking forward to it. Also, we're going to be talking about some of the folks that NMC wanted to recognize, some of their longstanding employees out there. They've got folks who have been there 5 years, and they've got folks who have been there 35 years. I can't believe it. There's no way Polly Ometlong has been anywhere for 35 years. She's not old enough to be anywhere for 35 years. But Polly Ometlong and Lisa Haxalo have been with NMC for 35 years. Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations to Robert Suzuki, 30 years with NMC. They also had congratulations for 25 years for folks at NMC. Josephine Dela Cruz, Barry Wixman, Shirley Ann Bloss, Ruthie Elise Skang Nwako, and Daisy Magnolia Pro. Daisy, what did she start there when she was 15 years old? They can't hire you that early. How has she been there 25 years? This is ridiculous. 20 years for Colleen Janae Magnolia, congratulations on that for you. 15 years, Roland Mirar, Odin Garces, Kat Villagomez, Jack De Leon Guerrero, Tanya Bellu, is it Tana? Tana Bellu Camacho. You've got Neda De Leon Guerrero, Raynard Trevilla. Wow, Raynard's been there that long. Rosa Aldan, Rosaline Cepeda, and Charlotte Cepeda. All 15 years at NMC. 10 years, Adam Walsh, you old bastard. I didn't know you were there for 10 years. Congratulations. Kathleen Wingfield, Vernaliza Tudela. Let's see. Elfidia Sablon and Franklin Plascios, 10 years at NMC, and also 5 years for Rosita Keller. Congratulations. Carla Sablon, congratulations. Rachel Amfusco, John Carlson, Mithnoy Jr., Larissa Larson, yay, and David Peter Attow, all 5 years at NMC. Congratulations to all of you for hitting those milestones with NMC. We've got something for you guys in a little bit, too. No, it's not a present. We're just going to have something up on the old board for you to recognize you. But congratulations to all of you on your service to our only home for secondary education here in the Marianas. Absolutely love it. I know they've got a couple of them over there in Guam. Yeah, they're all fancy and stuff. But look at how fancy we're getting over there at NMC. We just opened up that new Proa Union. And there's like 4 more buildings that are going to be going up. You know, maybe one day we'll get a gym. Who knows? A helipad? No, I don't know. It's not that crazy. But we have all kinds of stuff that's happening at NMC. And you got some folks who have been there since it all began. So that's great stuff. All right, guys. Just a real quick commercial break for you. We do have a little sports headline, so we'll get that to you. And then we'll be right back with more.
Fox Sports Update.
Saquon Barkley put up video game numbers in his first year with the Eagles, but his second season in Philadelphia hasn't been nearly as prolific. Barkley enters Friday's game against the Bears with 684 rushing yards, 1 year after going over the 2,000-yard mark. But Philadelphia head coach Nick Sirianni still sees the same playmaker.
I see the explosiveness, I see power, I see all the things that have made him a great football player through the NFL for the last, however many years he's been in the NFL.
That was courtesy of the Eagles, as Barkley hasn't had a whole lot of room to run this season. Barkley is averaging just 2.3 yards per carry before contact compared to 3.8 last year.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on FoxNewsPodcasts.com.
Staying in the NFL, four-time Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow has ended his retirement after nearly 6 months to rejoin the Lions. Ragnow stepped away from the game last June after 7 seasons, but he now returns to the Lions as they look to get into the playoffs for the 3rd straight season. On the ice, the Maple Leafs beat the Blue Jackets 2-1 in overtime, with William Nylander playing the hero.
Nylander again scores! If there's a will, there's a way, and the Leafs win it here in Columbus.
Sound courtesy of Sportsnet, as Nylander became Toronto's career overtime goals leader with 15. In the NBA, the Pistons came up 1 win shy of making history. The Celtics beat the Pistons 117-114, handing Detroit its first loss since October 27th.
The 13-game winning streak dies at TD Garden. Celtics win.
That was courtesy of ESPN, as the Pistons failed to win their 14th straight, which would have set a franchise record. In other NBA scores, the defending champion Thunder just keep rolling along, improving to an NBA best 18-1 by beating the Timberwolves 113-105. You can listen and follow the Fox Sports Podcast at foxsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Joe Morgan.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com. It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Waves crash hard, the shore don't break. Roots go deep, no storm can take. This land of ours where hearts ignite. Cypress stands holding tight. Tinian whispers, winds that heal. Roar rises, forged in steel. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the door. Hold the line, we sing our song. Serpentine rotor, island strong.
All right, good morning, Marianas. It's 8:12 in the morning. It is Friday. That's right. Now, Friday came early for a lot of you guys. You got Wednesday was your last day. You got to enjoy Thanksgiving yesterday, and you get to enjoy relaxing today. Yesterday was my full-on relaxing day. It was great. I don't normally get to sleep in very late, and you know, what do you call sleeping in late? Well, for me, it's probably different, and for you guys too. Like if you call in for work, if you're a teacher or if you have a regular job or something, sleeping in late could be like 7 o'clock. Yeah, well, that's what yesterday was for me too. I got to sleep in till about 7:30. It was awesome. Oh my gosh, I got to really enjoy it, and then. And I just caught up with a ton of sleep yesterday. I mean, we woke up early, wished Leilani happy birthday, brought her the cake in the morning. Today is the big day for sure. And man, the amount of food and everything for yesterday, today's thing is going to be a lot of fun. Where all the friends and everything get in, because you know, yesterday being Thanksgiving, that's the family day and everything. So today's the actual birthday party day. So we're looking forward for a full day of that. So I got caught up on all my rest yesterday. Like literally after we got done with the family chow and all that other stuff, I came home and just knocked out, and I pretty much slept almost all the way till this morning, and it was glorious. Just tons of catching up. I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, Toba Castro is here. Good morning. Finally, man. Like all these things, like Luisa was talking to herself the whole time. Like she's like, hey, where's my guy? Where's my partner in crime? Chuck's gone. I can't even talk to anybody here. Yeah, no kidding. It was great. Hey, Bruce Camacho, great to see you. We might have to bust out the ballad of Bruce Camacho here pretty soon as well. Luisa was giving us the heads up on what's happening for baseball, as the CNMI U15 national baseball team is in Guam right now, and they are going to be playing their first game of this tournament today. They get started at 9 o'clock this morning. Guess who they're playing? Oh, no, and just Australia. Yeah, they got Australia, and then after that, Australia's got back-to-back. Then Australia plays Guam, and then Guam's got back-to-back by playing against the NMI at 2 o'clock. That is one heck of a first day. Tomorrow, Guam's playing against the NMI again, and then Guam's playing against Australia again. And then on Sunday, we play Australia. And we got a doubleheader. At 11 o'clock, we play Australia, and then at 2 o'clock, we play Guam. That's a rough day Sunday. And then on Monday, Guam against Australia and the NMI again. That is a lot of baseball. That's for kids who are born in 2011, 2012, and 2013, all going at it. Should be pretty good. Now, here's the deal. At least they're not playing like a full game. Each team is playing 6 games. They're playing 3 against, so our guys are playing 3 against Guam and 3 against Australia. And so a total of 9 games during the championships. And you've got 7 inning games, so they're only playing 7, which is good. Championship team is the team finishing on top of the standings after the triple round robin format. There is no championship game per se, like no playoffs or anything like that. But that's it. So all the teams are there. They're on the ground. They had Thanksgiving, and it was a special one because the mayor of Agate hosted the U15 team and their family for Thanksgiving dinner. So undankulu natsidusmasi, si mayor of Agate, for hosting our NMI families at your house for Thanksgiving. That is wonderful. So hip hip hooray for the mayor of Agate. You know, I think the least we could do is at least find out who the mayor is. I think he comes down here all the time. Guam Agate mayor. JT Susiko. All right, that's we see him all the time. He always comes to Saipan for different events and everything like that. So Agate Mayor, thank you so much for hosting our boys and our families down there for Thanksgiving. That's really wonderful to see. So thanks so much. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right here. Yeah, that's it. All right, so thanks so much. Now this one says it's something else. I hope I can get it wrong. Oh my gosh. There's so many mayors of Guam. Yeah, that's it. Kevin JT Susiko. Yeah, I know I've seen him here. He's got his custom made shirts and everything like that when he comes down here. Now we've seen him for the parades and all that stuff. So it's great to see that kind of hospitality from the folks over there in Guam taking care of us. So thank you so much. That was pretty awesome, pretty wonderful. We're looking at great weather today, by the way. Speaking of awesome things, it's 81 degrees outside right now at the Saipan International Airport. Humidity is 79% and dropping, which is great. Today we're looking at mostly sunny skies, high near 88. Winds out of the east, 11 to 13 miles per hour. Tonight should be pretty nice, too. It's going to be just like the daytime, but without all that sun. Tomorrow, the whole weekend, it's going to be a little interesting. It goes from mostly sunny to partly sunny skies. Still going to be high near 88 and all that stuff, but wind's going to really start to pick up. Looking around 21 miles per hour. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely, mostly cloudy, and that's going to be toward the evening as well. Sunday during the day, we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms as well. So it's going to be a little rough tomorrow night. So hopefully the weather holds in the morning. Tomorrow we're going to be having the broadcast for the state funeral for late Lieutenant Governor Diego Benavente. We're hoping that the weather is fine for that for sure, because yikes, hopefully that'd be just a nicer way for him to and the family to celebrate his life. It was at his office. Oh, it was at his office. Okay, and and that was coordinated by Northern Islands Mayor Val Taskin. Okay, thank you so much. We're hoping that everything's great for the state funeral. NMC is going to be doing all the camera work and everything like that, and we're just going to ride on that feed. Already been speaking with them about it to make sure that we got all the specifics down, so we're going to be good to go as we honor our late late Lieutenant Governor. And hopefully it's more of a celebration of life for him, because I think that's the way he wanted to go, and he went out the way he wanted to by not taking all the treatment and getting weaker and all that other stuff. He wanted a celebration of life. He's like, hey, if I'm going to go, I'm going to go, and we're going to do it on my terms. So, pretty awesome. So hopefully tomorrow's celebration of his life and his service is less of a tearful event and more of a celebration that everyone gets to really honor his memory with that. So that's what we're hoping. If you have any memories that you want to share with the late Lieutenant Governor, please give us a call. The lines are open, 789-2323, 670-789-2323. And we'll get you on the air and hear what you have to say about it. All right. Man, we do have something else that came up, and let's see if we can't fire this up here real quick. We're going to try and stay on top of it and get you everything as these headlines come out. So here's the latest.
They're still fighting for their lives. Lisa Brady, Fox News. 2 National Guard members shot yesterday in D.C. remain in critical condition. Family members spending Thanksgiving at the hospital.
The father of one of those Guard members spoke to the New York Times today and said that he does not believe his daughter will ultimately survive and that he was holding her hand, but we have not been able to independently confirm that. These 2 people in their early 20s identified as Sarah Backstrom and Andrew Wolf. We're also learning a lot more about the suspected gunman in this attack. Ramanullah Lockenwald lives in Washington State, not far from the Canadian border.
Fox's Mark Meredith in D.C. The FBI investigating the shooting as an act of terror. Both of the injured soldiers are West Virginia Guard members in D.C. as part of the president's federal crime crackdown. Attorney General Pam Bondi telling Fox,
President Trump is bringing in 500 more National Guard troops because we will not be taken down by this. We will not be threatened. We will not be intimidated as a country.
The suspect is from Afghanistan, where he had worked with the CIA and was allowed into the U.S. under a Biden-era refugee program following the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Now, last night, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services said effective immediately, the processing of all immigration requests related to Afghan nationals is stopped indefinitely pending review of security and vetting protocol.
Fox's Dana Marie McNichol. Homeland Security has since said asylum cases are under review and green cards related to countries of concern are being re-examined. Lackenwall had been granted asylum under the Trump administration. President Trump set to make previously scheduled calls for Thanksgiving to U.S. service members. Earlier, the Pentagon posting a visit by by Secretary Pete Hegseth to aircraft carrier USS Gerald Ford in the Caribbean. The Great Lakes region still getting pounded by a major snowstorm, more than a foot so far in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. America is listening to Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
A 2-day nightmare, not over yet, in Hong Kong, where a fire in a high-rise apartment complex has killed more than 80 people. And Deputy Director of Fire Services, Derek Armstrong Chan, says firefighting operations, though almost complete, continue in hotspots.
And damping down to various units of the 7 blocks are still in progress.
It's not known how many people remain missing or trapped. Investigators say the fire may have started in construction scaffolding, with 3 construction-related officials suspected of negligence and arrested. Scammers are targeting Microsoft 365 users on a massive scale with a phishing tool called Quantum Root Redirect, or QRR. Security researchers say it's behind hundreds of fake sites on nearly 1,000 domains.
QRR sends emails that look like legitimate notices, such as payment alerts. Clicking a link takes users to a fake Microsoft 365 login page designed to steal usernames and passwords. Kurt Knutson, the cyber guy, told Fox Business the pages will say,
"Enter your password to verify it's you." Never, ever do that.
These fake sites often appear on parked or hacked websites, making them look real enough to fool many users and bypass some automated security checks.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. Tips to avoid this scam include checking the sender before clicking any link, hovering over the link to preview the URL, and turning on multi-factor authentication, an extra layer of security that makes it harder for hackers to break in even if they have your password. Researchers tracking those QRR attacks in 90 countries, about 3/4 of them targeting people in the U.S. A Thanksgiving feast continues for football fans. The Bengals and Ravens later. Right now, the Chiefs are playing in Dallas. Earlier, the Packers beat the Lions 31-24 on Fox. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on foxnewspodcasts.com.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Spin those records, let 'em play. Jukebox magic leads away.
All right, Marianas. 8:25 in the morning here on Friday. That's right. For those of you guys who have to work all day, every day anyway, at least you got today. And then the weekend is here. This seems kind of like a little pause in the weekend because we took yesterday off. But, you know, tomorrow's going to be a pretty busy day for a weekend day for us anyhow because of the state funeral, which we'll be covering here. We'll have it for you. So that's going to be part of how tomorrow goes for us. I know that'll be something for you guys to be watching, whether you're in the mainland or elsewhere. If you're here on the in the CNMI, it'll be something that you know, it's going to be a big deal. You know, it will still be a big state funeral. I can't imagine it's got all the same, you know, I'll just say star factor, I guess, like when our sitting governor passed away. But this one still should be significant because, you know, when you got a sitting governor or like a sitting president or sitting head of state, like that's the big one, right? But holy cow, what a busy year 2025 has been. You know, and that's going to be like some of the stuff that we talk about that, you know, next month, start looking at the year that's been. You know, we have 2 state funerals in the same year. We lose a sitting governor, and we lose a former lieutenant governor who's not old at all, right? I mean, like, it's been a heck of a year this past year, and how quickly all that stuff we're going to end up moving on a little bit next year because it's going to be an election year, and it's going to be, you know, quite the change. You know, next year you got younger candidates running for governor. Either that or I'm just older and I'm able to say, oh yeah, these guys are closer to my age. Oh crap, maybe that's what it is. No. All right, maybe it is a little of both. But, you know, we got 2 candidates, one potential candidate, one who's definitely in. But, you know, it looks like it's going to be BJ and Edmund against Vinny, and if depends if there's anyone else in the GOP who's going to run aside from that. I imagine it's going to be Vinny. I imagine that if they're doing it now, there won't be a whole lot going on in terms of a primary. But if it does, wow, that would be a big deal. You know, Vinny's working over at the Lieutenant Governor's office right now. I can't imagine that would be something where, you know, they would want to not be working together going forward. So, I mean, like, that's the guess. But, you know, the lieutenant governor has been doing a bunch on social media. I don't know. I wonder what you guys think of it. In fact, we should just pull some of that stuff up. Lieutenant governor has been doing a bunch of stuff on his social media channels. And let's do that. Let's pull up his stuff. It's an interesting style. Remember Kim, when she started doing all her stuff, when she was running for office and stuff like that, she started getting heavy into the social media. So let's see if this is the one with these videos. Oh, here's one. Hold on. We'll get it on the screen for you. Oh, no, that's just the Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, there it is. That's it. Where it's got the audio clips on there, too. Right? So hold on. I still got the news thing on there. So let's do this. Let's go. No, not the family stuff. It's the little video clips where he also gives like a little message. So, the music isn't really great for me for copyright stuff here. With this.
It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that we're getting from the LT. Let's see. This next one I think has it too. We'll see if there's also another one of those in there. So he's got the new guys on his team. Let's see. Here we go.
Sees difficulties in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty.
Yeah. So that's it. Like the little quotables is what they've got going on these days. I've heard a few things about it. I don't know if you've seen them, and I'm curious, what you think about them. I'm scrolling through some of them now. Here's another one. I think Kim did a pretty good job of it. I think she did a pretty decent job of it here. But I'm waiting to see if there's another clip that comes in there. Oh, here we go.
The most powerful weapon, which you can use to change the world.
It's I don't know if it's Kim level, but at least they're trying. They're trying something. They've got an idea to go ahead and do that kind of stuff. So like there's one here. You go through. This is on the page. You see the one's got a wolf. I know he's using CapCut because I know some of those things that they use. It's cool. They're trying something. Marvel. I don't know what this one is, but they've got a bunch of stuff. Let's see. There's David Attelig, Mr. Boost Program. I just wonder,
if that's the team. So there's Diego Beneventi, the late Diego Beneventi, and that was a month ago. Then Marco Peter just announced that he's going to be running for the Senate. And I know he's had some attendance issues. He held like the last little bit of somebody's term in the House. I think that was the election after Francisco de la Cruz passed away. I'm not sure if that's the one. There was one, because Karina got in with Ivan, Jimbo. And so I think he got in when Frank de la Cruz passed away. And I remember his thing was the attendance was not great. And in fact, that's one of the things I want to look up. I want to find out exactly what the attendance record was, because now if he's going to be running for Senate, and this is a guy I know, I think he's a good guy, but is that the right guy? Maybe, did he love it then? Was he in for it at the right time back then? And maybe he'll do a better job this time than when he was a representative, because I think that's what happened. I think afterwards people were like, "Oh, dude's not showing up," and he did not make it the next time he ran for that same reason. So, now sipping tea. No, it's coffee today. It is definitely coffee today, but. And man, I see the guy in there too. I know. The thing with Dave Attling is a tough one. Seeing him in there and seeing him as a part of it. I like him personally. I do. He's a nice guy, and he's got great family. Great kids and all that stuff. Turn out to be fine young men. But man, all that stuff with the Boost program is never going to go away from me. Signing off on other people's stuff. And not being accountable at all. About that stuff. And so that's, I think it's that Boost program, while it had a lot of good stuff to it, because there were some people who were able to benefit from the right way. It's not, people who got the Boost program, they weren't bad. No, not at all. Some people, when they applied, they got it, and it went the way it was supposed to be. Other people, they say, oh, they never got approved. Well, yeah, they didn't get approved. They just got put in a pile of people who they're not going to get responded to. And that stunk. However, family members and close friends got it and got a whole lot of it. They weren't accountable to anybody. Well, Brad, that's not illegal. Yeah, dude, still criminal, man, to me. I mean, they basically stole money that could have gone to the Commonwealth and gave it to people who were their friends and family with no accountability. I mean, that's why, I can't see that guy. I'm surprised that when I see the title as financial advisor for the lieutenant governor. It's like, dude, really? That dude, anybody who wants to run and be taken seriously shouldn't let people like that in public service again. I mean, they could, dude's talented, smart, and all that other stuff. He should just work for a company and work for a private company, because, it was stealing money from the people of the Marianas. And that's it. Plain and simple, straight up stealing money from people of the Marianas and giving it to select people in the Marianas. And it was then after Governor Torres lost the election, they said, well, let's ramp this up and award a whole bunch more people while we still have the ability to do that. And that's what they did. They're like, hey, if you saw the text messages, you saw the emails, we saw all of them. They were all public. All that stuff was out there for everybody. And you could see it. It said, hey, don't worry about that. I'll come and pick it up. There's people who didn't even have their businesses weren't even officially businesses who ended up getting it, who were just part of their little group. And it sucks. I mean, Flower Tea Shop, Lovers Bar in Tinian, all these little things, and family, friends, and all that other stuff who ended up getting them, who shouldn't have got it. It's pretty awful, and that dude should not be in anywhere near the executive branch. And I think it's telling that you would let somebody into your administration like that. It is absolutely telling, and that thing will just never go away. It just won't go away. It's just sad that that's something that people who we like are letting in there. Oh no, hold on. Oh my gosh. What? Hold on. Get that dog. Oh my gosh. My wife just sent me a video of this chubby little bully that just walked up to our car. A bulldog, not a bad person bully. This chubby little dog just walked up to the car. I'm like, you better get that dog. That dog belongs to somebody. We'll help return that dog to its home, guaranteed. But oh my God, that chubby little pork chop. Like, my wife would not let me bring dogs home unless it's a certain kind. If it's a dog with a big old lug head, I'm allowed to bring it home. If it's a Labrador, we can have a Labrador or a Rot or something like that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. No way. My gosh. I know she would go for us having that dog. That cute dog is, I hope somebody didn't just drop off that dog because they can't handle it. This is something that happens in Saipan. Well, it happens in Guam, too. But there were a couple of dogs hanging out in this one spot on the way up to Tapachao, and it was pretty sad. I think one of them either got rescued or just didn't make it. The other dog is still there, and that's good. And she's super friendly, and she was kind of standoffish. Now she wants more help, so she's starting to do it. Oh. She's like, no, we're going there. I'm like, hey, dogs need the dentist too. All right, well, anyway. she said, he's like a wild pig. He's so cute. I'll show you guys the video. Hold on. This is a dog that I would love to have. But if it's somebody's dog, we would definitely love to get that dog back home. Because it's such a cute dog. Hold on, we're going to put the video on for you guys so you can see it. Look at that little chunker.
Oh, she's so adorable.
We'll just put it on here. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, oh my God. Look, that's a dog. You can wrestle with that dog. Oh, just. All right, I'll turn down the volume. But oh my God, tell me you wouldn't want that dog. Who would not want that dog? Oh my God. Good luck finding a collar big enough for that dog. That dog's got no neck. It's just lug head attached to 2 feet in the front. Like, that is a dog. That's apparently a dog that either got loose or something. It's hanging out with another dog. Look at that. That's a happy dog too. It's not a mean one. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I was driving and that dog was there and needed some help and some water and food, I would definitely take that dog home. Keep in mind, I would help that dog get found by its owner. That's a healthy dog and a clean dog. Like, that's somebody was taking care of the dog. Somebody's missing that dog. I can't remember the name of the artist from the 80s. Darn it. Missing You guy, Waite, John Waite, Glenn Waite, something. Anyway, so that's what's going on. It's like a wild pig. It's so cute. Yeah, I love this picture of them walking away. So it's hanging out with that other scrappy dog. That needs a home as well. And I almost brought the other dog home because she's been like alone out there for a long time. But the only thing is, I mean, look at that. He does look like a little wild pig, or she, I should say. Looks like a little wild pig over there. Look at that chubby little pork chop. Like, that's the dog. That's the dog. And my dogs will get along with him just fine. Hey, Tobot says he wants to wish the best of luck to his adopted meow, Eli, the Amish assassin, of his move back to Cali. Stay in touch, bro, and visit us often. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. That's great. I didn't know Eli moved to Cali, but I did see his dad the other day, and he's like, yeah, Eli's my son, the Amish assassin. That's great. That's great. I'm glad that the family has embraced the nickname. It says someone owns this dog. Well, that's good. And let's find out. There must be a collar or a chip or something like that. We're going to take a look real quick. We're downloading it right now.
so hopefully we can help find this dog its home. We're going to help you find your home, puppy. I am a fan of this dog already. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong video. Here's the right one. Oh, no. This dog. Oh, my gosh. We got to listen to this.
Oh my goodness! Where's your money? Oh my goodness! I know somebody owns you because you're a big puppy. You're a big puppy.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh yeah, give him some water. Hey, baby, here.
You got to see this dog when it first ran over. Oh my gosh, somebody's missing this dog. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody is missing this dog.
Oh my goodness.
That is not a live long in the wild puppy.
You're a big puppy.
All right, well, that's it. Somebody's missing this dog. Man, that's wild. But that's a good looking puppy. Look at that wagging little tail. I know. Dude, that dog's going to be slobbering all over the place. That's how it works with those dogs. Oh, Tobot says Eli's going to be leaving in a few weeks. My goodness. Well, we do wish you all the best and safe travels out there, Eli. Hopefully you kick some butt out there in the baseball worlds of the West Coast. And hopefully you become a Bills fan when you're that much closer to Buffalo, even though you're going to be in California. And you'll have better choices. That'll make you happier than being a Bills fan. Hey, real quick, I want to tell you about some of the Black Friday specials that are going on. These are online right now on the one of these random posts on a group that's called What Saipan Store Has It. This is for the Black Friday sales. This one is for the athlete's foot. They've got Black Friday stuff going on today. That's pretty cool. We're just going to share this with you. No particular order. This is Saipan Marianas Deals. They've got something going on all day today as well. Here's another one. What's this one? Kaya and Company. They've got this stuff, all kinds of stuff. They're on Coral Tree Avenue in Garapan. They've got toys, baby essentials, and gifts and all that stuff. That's pretty cool. This one is Black Friday at where? This one is just a great picture that tells you nothing unless the name of the store is called Black Friday. How about this one? Same thing. Tells you nothing. All right. Half a Day Saipan. They've got something. I've never even been in that store, but they've got something. Half a Day. They made it all one word. Thanksgiving and Black Friday stuff. Let's see. What do we got here? Salt and Barber. They've got a weekend special. Just all services, just $40. Whether you want the gel manicure and pedicure combo, CBD renewal massage, 90 minutes, and shine and style hair ritual, a CBD oil massage. Interesting. Okay, what do we got over here? Black Friday at some furniture store that's a warehouse that I've never seen. Family Outlet Saipan. I've never seen that, but that's pretty awesome looking. Where's this one? Joten. They've got something going on at Joten Shopping Center at all of their places. They've got all kinds of stuff going on. The Trove. I've not been in there, but I heard it's pretty cool. They've got some deals going on for Black Friday, and they're going to have stuff tomorrow as well. So Trove, they've got a couple on there. Savor Saturday thing going on. Let's see. How about this one? More of the Trove. The Trove's going ham. With all kinds of stuff. Who's this one here? iShop. Up to 50% off. I know. I'm telling you, that is the puppy. You're right. Oh, man, I got out of it. Well, I'll try to find that link again. I have it. Let me click on it again, and I'll zip down there again. And just to give you that heads up on there. Now, we got a busy day this morning, so I don't mind bugging out while everyone's on holiday as well. The link's coming up right now. Grapes are terrific. Where do you guys go for your fresh vegetables and fruits and stuff? I'm a big fan of XO Market
and that Chinese place next door, LJ's. Yeah, they got good stuff, both places. If one doesn't have it, the other one does. All right. Here we go. We're back on it. Hi Home, don't know it, but they've got it. It's on Middle Road, McDonald's, same building as DHL. Okay, well, I didn't know that was there, so there you go. Here's another one. Another one. So somebody went through and grabbed a bunch of things from folks, which is great, but they don't show what the name of the store is. Another one, Dandelion Gift Shop. Across from the tank on Beach Road by Quartermaster. Okay, there you go. Dandelion, they've got 10 to 50% off today for Black Friday. Today's the big sales day. Westco, they've got stuff going on. That's where you can get like big time like dog food, not just like one little bag. That's where you get like all the big stuff. All right, let's keep going. Golden House, didn't know this existed either. But someplace named Golden House, they're in Saipan. If you know where they are, tell people about them. But they got it looks like 20 to 30% off of all kinds of stuff over there, housewares and all that. SM Mart and in San Jose, that's I think the old Dolphin, right? There you go. Kiara's Gift Shop. How many more do we got over here? Is there still more? Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Well, anyway. Here, we'll put the link. Let's just do this. We're going to put the link in our comment section for you so you guys can find it yourselves instead of going through every single one of them. There's a whole bunch of them right there. Bam. So if you guys are looking for something, you can go through and find it on your own, and hopefully you'll find some good stuff in there. Let me see if there's anything breaking for you guys. No. But, again, we do have some interesting stuff where, again, there's folks who want to help us by giving us a whole bunch of info about things that are happening at with PSS. That's really interesting stuff. So we're going to have stuff with that today too. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. We've got again the game schedule today. This is what's going on for baseball today. We're going to have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all 4 baseball games for a Little League tournament over the World Baseball Softball Confederation from Australia. They're hosting it. So Australia, Guam, and the NMI, they're going to be playing. So that's pretty much that. I think that's what we got for you today. Let's get you something else here from the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Hayat Panjwani. AP correspondent Jennifer King reports we're learning more after a gunman attacked National Guard members just blocks from the White House yesterday.
Wednesday's brazen daytime shooting of 2 National Guard members in the nation's capital is raising questions. CIA Director John Ratcliffe confirms that before the suspect emigrated from Afghanistan to the U.S. in 2021, he worked with the CIA as a member of a partner force in Kandahar. Washington, D.C.'s U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro spoke at a news conference Thursday morning.
He has been identified as Ramanullah Lakhanwal, a 29-year-old Afghan who entered the United States under Biden's Operation Allies Welcome, a program following the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan.
FBI Director Kash Patel says the shooting's being investigated as an act of terrorism, but the motive is not yet clear.
We have also executed multiple search warrants around the country.
Authorities identified the victims as Specialist Sarah Beckstrom and Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. Both remain hospitalized in critical condition. The suspect was also wounded. AP sources say his wounds were not life-threatening.
U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth thanked Dominican Republic officials yesterday for their regional leadership. That was after striking an agreement to allow access in support of U.S. military operations against alleged drug smugglers.
What is a temporary deployment of U.S. service members and aircraft conducting Operation Southern Spear. Small footprint, temporary, fully respecting your sovereignty and your laws and all the dynamics here in the Dominican Republic. It's a great partnership and truly a joint effort between our two countries against narco trafficking and narco terrorism.
Residents of the Great Lakes region are in for a snowy Thanksgiving. That's as a weather system continues to drop precipitation across the area, particularly in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. This is AP News. AP correspondent Marcela Sanchez reports on the annual Thanksgiving tradition hosted in Manhattan.
Spectators lined the streets to watch new balloon characters like Buzz Lightyear and Pac-Man. And a float carried the toothy little monster Labubu's. Shrek and some of his friends made an appearance in a giant onion-shaped carriage balloon. And were also joined by crowd favorites like Derpy Tiger and Susie from K-pop Demon Hunters. Along with marching bands and dancers who brought the beat to the streets, a lineup of performers included Wicked star Cynthia Erivo and the Radio City Rockettes. One very special person wrapped up the ceremony, ringing in the new holiday season. I'm Marcela Sanchez.
I'm Haya Panjwani, AP News.
It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light to you. Buy a pack here at home, win big prizes too. Gather your friends, the season is here. It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light.
The 12 weeks of cheers are on. Purchase any 12-pack of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Michelob Ultra cans now through December 19th for your chance to win a trip for two to watch your favorite NFL team live, plus weekly prizes. Details at currentcnmi.com.
Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes so great, got me so addicted. Let's hop in the car, gotta go and get it. Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes so great, got me so addicted. Let's hop in the car, gotta go and get it. Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a soda with it. It tastes so great.
If that doesn't have you thinking about what you're going to do for lunch, I think a lot of people today are going to be rolling on leftovers from yesterday. I mean, that's it. You know you got an extra plate in your fridge that you brought home, and you got to do something with it. But outside of that, Ina's Kitchen is the place to be. The only thing that could make Ina's Kitchen better for me is if they ended up doing breakfast in the mornings. Some of their great things with rice. All you have to do is add some eggs and coffee to go with it, and it becomes like the best breakfast place. I would be the biggest fan of it if they ever ended up doing that. So, Sonny, I'm just saying, think about it. I think it would be great. You'd have to get up earlier, and stuff would have to happen, I know. But I think it would be amazing, and I would love to see it. All right, guys, that's just about it for the show today, because we're going to get going and move on. But let's start looking at some of the stuff about the NFL scores again real quick, because we do have an update. By the way, this is a really good game. The Chiefs and the Cowboys, 17-14, 44 seconds left to go in the half. The Cowboys up 17-14, but the Chiefs have the ball on the Cowboys 43, so they are driving. 44 seconds left. They definitely got a chance of making that, getting a score, at least tying it up before the half. Late game going to be the return of Joe Burrow, as Bruce mentioned. The Bengals and the Ravens going at it at 11:20 tomorrow Standard Time, which should be pretty good. Packers already knocked off the Lions in Detroit. You know, it's funny listening to one of the pregame interviews from Joe Burrow, who was saying that his memories of childhood Thanksgiving was watching the Lions play and watching Matt Stafford throw for 300 or 400 yards and then probably lose. They lost again today. He was not on the team, though. This year is Jared Goff. But, I mean, that's the deal. So, looks like, oh, no. They dropped back now. They lost a bunch of yards. It's 2nd and 20 now for the Chiefs on the Kansas City 47. Woo. What happened? They lost a lot more than just yardage on that one. They went from the Dallas 43 to the KC 47. So that's 7. So they lost 10 yards. Sorry. It just sounds crazier. So they lost 10 yards and a down. So we'll see what happened there. 28 seconds now left in the half. I know Eric Larson's got to be on the edge of his seat wondering what's going on with this one. So we'll see how that works. 17-14. Chiefs got the ball. They're driving. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Chiefs and Cowboys. Doesn't matter to me because the Bills are still blowing it this year. Oh, and they're going to be playing the late game. They're one of the later games happening with the Steelers in Pittsburgh on Monday morning, tomorrow Standard Time. I don't want to see what happens. They're riddled with injuries. And are they going to be able to put Brandon Cooks in there and have him make a big deal? I'm not sure. I'm just still waiting to see what's happening here. 28 seconds left. Pat Mahomes not having a good day at all. Right now, he's 8 of 11 for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Dak Prescott, 16 of 22, 160 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. And Chiefs were up 14-7 going into this quarter, but the Cowboys have scored 10 unanswered so far to take the lead 17-14. 27 seconds now. What happened here? Chiefs are 6-5 on the season right now. The Cowboys 5-1. Kareem Hunt leading the way on the ground for the Chiefs. 8 carries, 45 yards. Malik Davis is 3 carries for 47 yards over there. Receiving, Rashid Rice leading the way for the Chiefs. 3 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown, while CeeDee Lamb got 5 for 53 and a touchdown as well. 21 seconds left now. 3rd and 16 at the Dallas 49. And again, 21 seconds to go. Let's get the whole thing. I don't need just the scoring summary. Let's get the full schmear. Well, anyway, that's where we're going. That's where we're at. We're just about 9 o'clock, guys, so we're going to wrap it up for today, and then we're going to call it I want to go see what's up with that puppy. And then we got the big deal at 11 o'clock today. So I want to say thanks to all you guys for tuning in, being a part of the show. And we'll hope you have a great weekend. I hope this is a great weekend for you and that you get to enjoy it with your friends and your family. Hope the NMI boys do some great work over there on the pitch over there in Guam as well. And we look forward to cheering you on from here in Saipan. So from here in Saipan, that's us. That's here. And we will see you guys soon. So you guys have a great one. We'll talk to you again on Monday morning. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow for the state funeral as well. But we'll see you on Monday morning as well. So thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.